Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Mario Golf Toadstool Tour in the long road to unlocking these Ace CPUs. This should be part 4. Should be pretty easy to keep track where I don't have to say it out loud because this is my first character. But anyways, so yeah, we got Blooper Bay here and this place is no joke. For starters, this area that I'm shooting to right now, just a second. Not bad. Hopefully I don't hit that bunker, but this different colored blue-green area that I'm landing on right now is a new kind of area called the Fast Fairway, which pretty much is what it sounds like. It'll give you a pretty good lie no matter where you land on it, just like the regular fairway. But it will cause your ball to roll extremely far, especially on landing on it. So I'll try and just actually demonstrate that now. I'm going to be hitting a high shot just to get some loft out of the bunker, but so that will slightly decrease my wow, okay. So that'll slightly decrease my, that would have slightly decreased my roll had I even hit it, but I did not. So luckily, we're not starting out well. That's not the lucky part. The lucky part is that we don't have a lot of wind to deal with. This green is one of those greens that is really hard to roll up on as well, so I'm just going to try and shoot a high shot and land about right here. Okay, again, these mishits are costing me, but yeah, this is not looking great. If I could sink this, that would be a good start just to save par going forward, because we're probably going to need it on this course. So we've got a straight slope going to the left here, a tiny slope upward, and then a slope downward. So we're going to try this. Hopefully I didn't overcorrect, and I undercorrected. Okay, so not a great start, but that's generally, you know, I should probably start trying to hit like a few practice shots before I just jump right into the match, because generally when I do this, or you know how I've done it so far, is I don't practice. Like this is my first, you know, round of the day when I do these, so not hitting terrible shots. That one power shot that I missed out of the bunker really killed my last hole. This rough shot is not looking too much better. Hopefully we can make it up there. It doesn't look too promising, but it looks like we're gonna be able to, barring any terrible RNG. And we got good RNG. Okay. So, that miss hit wasn't great because it kind of took us away from the hole. Hopefully we can still make this down here. I assumed we would, just because we would be shooting downhill. So here's another interesting thing where we have a headwind going against us, and I'm not sure how this is exactly going to play out here, where I'm not sure how much distance I'm actually going to lose, especially because I'm going downhill. Looks like increasing my loft won't make me lose too much distance, so I'm just going to go for this and hope for the best. I got a +1, but I also accuracy mishit, so it looks like I'm not even landing on the green. Yep. Okay. So I've got a not great bumper shot, or bunker shot here. Bumper shot. And we're hitting onto a very sloped green, approaching the hole. So and we're also hitting a high shot, technically speaking, but it's not really actually that high at all. So I'm just gonna go for shot like that. Again, that accuracy miss, it cost me a lot there. So this is not a hole that is very beloved by any means by most people, and it's not one that I expected to do particularly well on, so getting out of there with par is okay. The cutoff for this course, if you're wondering, is -3. So as you can see so far, the courses have just increased in increments of 2. Now this hole is interesting, or I mean this wind in particular with this hole is interesting because this headwind is going to increase our loft, and you can see just from how I'm manually increasing it here, that this is going to do a lot to the ball, even at 5 miles an hour. So I'm actually going to shoot it a little short. And this should... yeah, I was worried about using that backspin, but I really didn't know how much loft that was going to add. So this looks like a pretty annoying putt to make, because we have a lot of counteracting slope here, and a very big slope just facing us that we have to shoot up. So our initial slope is a tiny bit to the right, but then we have a bigger slope leading to the left and ending off with this slope to the right. So I'm assuming this is just kind of gonna counteract itself overall. I think I overhit that. I did not. Okay, that birdie is really helpful. That cancels out our not so good par or hole one. It would have been nice to be -1 at this point, 1 down, but you know, I'll take what I can get. Alright, so we've got rain. If I was super stupid and risky, I would bounce off this rock here, but I'm only risky. Or I'm only stupid, not risky, so I'm not going to try that. This rain kind of complicates things to the point where I don't even really feel like... I feel like I should just go for this safe fairway spot here. Perhaps not even risk a power, because I'm going to lose loft. Jesus. And I don't particularly... Wow, did I just... Ugh. Okay, I'm in the rough. That's not particularly good. This should be a decent shot if I can make it over here. And because I get a bigger sweet spot with an iron, I'm gonna shoot a 3 power shot here. Hopefully the +1 doesn't put me on that fast fairway. It doesn't particularly look like it, but I did get close. Probably that accuracy miss it saved me a little bit. So, since I'm already shooting a pretty low shot, you know, for PD standards, and there's going to be rain, I'm just going to club up a little bit and just try and roll more onto the green. So we have a slope going to the right and a decent horizontal wind going to the right as well. The wind might counteract the rain a little bit, so I'll probably use a topspin because it's kind of a headwind, but we're going to shoot about right there. I added that backspin for the overhit, and again, I'm not sure how the rain is really going to affect it. Looks like a good shot overall. So that drive kind of screwed us, but I don't know. Oh, jeez, did I? Okay. Like I said, luckily those short shots aren't super dependent on your rain calculations. They aren't super affected by it, so that kind of saved me there. Alright, there's a couple holes on this course like this where you're shooting kind of like uphill the whole way, and they all suck pretty much. So I need to get decent distance because it is 400 yards away, so I'm gonna just try to go for the best fairway spot that I can. It's super backspin probably. Okay, that's at least the better miss hit, I think, because I'm avoiding that bunker, but we'll see. Yep. Alright, cool. That's pretty much exactly where I want it to be. It's kind of setting me up for a weird shot here. So, we don't really have any head or tailwind, which is good because I'm shooting uphill. Just a slight horizontal wind to the left, so we're going to try this right here. That would have been a really good shot if the accuracy miss hit didn't kick in, and looks like that's going to be enough to lose me the distance to get onto that green, which sucks, but this actually isn't the worst chip in, as long as I can get the camera behind me. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to count a tiny bit for the wind here. If I wasn't using a sandwich, I would actually go for another... Well, I might still try it anyways. Something that I haven't been doing so far is using different clubs to approach with instead of the sandwich, because you can do that and get more roll out of them. Jeez, that was bad. That was really bad. Okay. Yeah, I destroyed that. Which, for me, like I've said, I enjoy using the ball's roll to kind of get it to where I want to, especially around the pin, so that seems pretty good for me going forward to try and use other clubs instead of the sandwich for approaching. So yeah, this green is actually on a terrible spot, or this pin is actually on a terrible spot on the green. So what I'm actually going to do is just try and land behind the green and then just super backspin it really hard. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, but I don't know, maybe it would just be better to try and roll up that hill. Either way, essentially, you just want to get over that hill and get yourself a decently flat putt instead of trying to shoot up this slope. Okay, so I overhit, but I got a -1, and I don't think I should have backspin there. I lost a ton of distance there somehow, and landed in the bunker. So this is not looking great. One thing to note about using different clubs to approach is that out of the sand, or out of a bunker, not only will your lie increase, which isn't a huge deal, which isn't a big deal on these very short approaches, but the other big thing is you lose a lot of loft as soon as you go anything out of a sand wedge. So I'm going to count a tiny bit for the wind here, especially because I'm shooting a high shot. That miss hit's probably going to screw me. Yep. Okay, so we're still sitting at par through 6, which isn't great, but, you know, we only have to find 3 birdies throughout this course and just par out from there, so hopefully will not be too bad. I'm gonna go for this patch of fairway over here because I think I can make it. Man, I don't know if I've hit a single accuracy mark this entire course, but, you know, I saved my power shot and I made it to where I wanted to go, so best not to get too caught up on these kind of things, especially, you know, when I'm playing on emulator and there's a million different factors that could be why my timing and stuff isn't great, as well as these being the first shots of the day, which even for the best players I know causes a slight problem. So I'm trying to hit this. I don't really want to go over that hill there. I kind of want to land around this spot, so I think I'm just going to shoot this kind of shot. Okay, so yeah, I had a huge power miss hit, and I got +1, so that accuracy miss hit might have done me more good than harm, strangely. Alright, so I'm shooting kind of uphill here, so maybe it's just best to go aggressive. Just overshoot a lot. I do have a lot of slope going against me, so we're gonna try, like, right there. I don't think I hit it hard enough. Okay, I did. And there we go, that's one of our birdies we needed to find, so right off the bat. And by right off the bat, I meant right off the bat after I said that we needed to find 3 birdies, not... Because if we're talking about right off the bat of this tournament, I am not doing well. I started off with a bogey. Alright. So I think I probably just want to save a power shot, and just go for this area of the fairway right here. I always try to like to land on this little patch of fairway below if I possibly can, but I just don't have the power necessary. One of the bigger reasons is because this big shark, if I can zoom out, yeah, this is big shark head that acts like a ceiling, especially for higher characters like Petey, but I guess using a driver and such, I don't really need to worry about that too much. I actually think I kind of want to just roll onto the green like this. I'm not sure what I'm hitting here that's causing me to... I don't know, that's really bizarre about why I'm losing so much power. Maybe I should just go for a shot. Yeah, I don't think I need to add the low shot to it. I think just doing a horizontal shot will be fine, but I have a lot of wind to account for, so this is not going to be easy by any means. Okay, I added a super because I feel like I'm going to lose loft here. Looks like I didn't hit that angle perfect anyway, but we do have a really good putt. so this should be easy money. Nice. Alright, so -2 already, so those 2 holes really help the cause. Ooh, rainy par 5. This will be interesting. Like I said though, I mean, getting to the green on par 5s is, you know, in 3 strokes is generally not a huge problem, so I'm not feeling too bad about this one. I think I'm gonna shoot for this little patch of fairway right here. Seems to be the safest spot I have. Again, talking while, wow, I'm, okay, well, yep, big power miss hit plus rain equals crappy bunker shot. Just kinda what you gotta deal with sometimes. Alright, so we're gonna try and shoot out like this. And again, another missed power shot out of the bunker. So both of my missed power shots, or my wasted power shots so far, have been bunker shots. But luckily, again, it's a par 5, so this is a little risky because this area right here, as you can see, is out of bounds. I have a headwind that's going to lower my loft, and and rain that's going to lower my loft. So this is actually pretty risky, but and I had a bad miss hit. So not the worst that could have happened. The worst that could have happened was I could have gone out of bounds, but still, when I'm playing this bad of golf, it's or when I'm playing this bad just on this game, it's, you know, just good that I didn't go out of bounds. Okay, I got a -6 there, so I definitely should have top spinned. But this isn't this is not a good putt by any means, but it's not impossible either. Okay, so we have a good amount of slope here. We were hitting uphill and against the, and in the rain. That was just a really difficult putt to make. So now we're back to 1 under. We gotta do some good work here on these back 9 if I want to have a real shot at beating this tournament. I'm almost wondering if it wouldn't be better to just go for this fast fairway here. I'm just gonna go for it. There's no wind or anything, so. But again, these accuracy mishits are just killing me. This is gonna throw me in the rough probably. Yeah, and I'm not gonna be able to birdie. So yeah, this is not a fun. Well, I mean, it's fun, but it's not an easy challenge by any means. Barely hitting my accuracy marks. Hopefully I don't go in the bunker here. That worked out probably better than it should have. This is a really bad green. Hopefully we can just par this out at this point. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. Another tricky putt, man. Slope going against us, and just please. Okay, jeez. We have a lot of work to do in these next few holes. I'm probably gonna focus a little bit more than I have been. Hit a low shot to make sure I don't. Although that slope on the green would probably kill pretty much all my momentum anyways, but whatever, I'll go with this. At least I hit my accuracy mark for once. Hopefully this slope and this backspin. Okay. Okay, looks good. We have a pretty straight putt. But I really need to make sure. Of course, Petey obscures pretty much everything, so it's hard to see. Okay, making progress. 2 more holes like that, and no more bogeys. No more risky strats, because they have not been working out with the way I'm playing. Alright, this headwind is going to be, or this tailwind is going to be a big pain in the ass. So much so that I actually think I should hit, well, I think I have enough loft to make it over that tree regardless, but Lost a little bit of power, but the accuracy hit is a very welcome sight, to say the least. So yeah, this tailwind is going to be really tricky to approach the green with. It's going to make me lose a lot of loft, which, as you can see by, you know, just that simulation, is going to be a big problem. So... It's just a matter of how much loft I'm going to lose, and I really don't know, plus how much it's going to carry the ball. I think I'm just going to go for, like, this, and then just backspin it, because I really have no idea what to do. And again, that accuracy miss hit's probably pretty much going to be the nail in the coffin in the shot, as well as I don't think I adjusted nearly enough horizontally for the wind that was there. Okay, so... I'm going to try and shoot as low of a shot as possible to avoid the wind, but I still need to be able to get the camera behind my ball, which it's not wanting to do. Okay, just nice and slow, I guess. I'm not sure what the camera is doing. It's going like above. Okay, there it goes. Took kind of a roundabout way to get there, and now as soon as I adjust the power, I have to redo the whole calibration of it. Alright, so the slope and the wind, even the wind even on this shot will probably... I think I shot that too short anyway. Alright, it's fine. 6 holes left to get 2 birdies. I think we can pull that off. As long as I play smart and I don't take too many dumb risks. This is actually one of the longest par 5... Wait, what? Yeah, this is actually one of the longest par 5s in the game if you can't shoot to this whale over here. If you can, then it's pretty reasonable, but yeah, if you can't, then it's just not fun. It's a very long hole. So that means for every one of our characters in this challenge, am I really going in that? God, that just makes this so much more difficult than it was. Okay, so hopefully, yeah, okay. Hopefully that plus, I was hoping for positive RNG there on the lie detector so that I could... But like, yeah, seriously, again, I don't even have a chance at making a birdie on this hole. So this is really where, you know, the difficulty of this challenge is starting to show through. I think I'm just gonna shoot as short of a shot that rolls as least as possible, because I really do need to get close to the hole without hitting that fast fairway. That miss hit was kind of on purpose because I don't think I accounted enough for the RNG. If I go in the bunker, this is pretty much... I think it's... well, I guess I still have a not terrible shot from here. It just is gonna come down to whether or not RNG screws me over. We'll just go with a regular 4 iron. Cannot afford to change my trajectory, that's for sure. And account for the wind. We'll see. The -2 isn't terrible, especially with that accuracy miss hit that I'm going to lose distance from. Okay, we have a pretty good putt here. But again, I really need to make sure what I'm doing. We have a tiny bit of slope ahead of us, and then a tiny bit on the way down, but it's pretty much non-existent on the way down. It's pretty much just the slope ahead of us, I think. Okay, I really needed to sink that, because if I had bogeyed that hole as well and put myself at that kind of a deficit, put myself back to par, then this would not have been a good situation at all. This hole doesn't look terrible to birdie, but I really have to get good power. Okay, hitting my marks is good. I really wanted to use some topspin there, but I really did not want to go in that bunker because that would have really killed I said really like 4 times in the past 2 sentences, but yeah, I could not afford to hit that bunker if I wanted to have any chance of birdie, so I'm going to hit a high shot here and then just try and super backspin on the slope. Hopefully that works out, because I'm going to be rolling downhill quite a bit. That +1 is probably going to kill my chance of getting close to the hole. Yeah, it looks like I'm just going to bounce pretty far over it. At least the super backspin was the right call, but I have a pretty difficult putt here if I want to birdie this hole. Pretty decent amount of slope going against me. Come on. I kind of need this. Alright, that makes things a bit more doable. 4 holes to get a birdie. This hole, though, is a huge pain, especially for weak characters, just shooting completely uphill. I don't really have a tailwind here, it's pretty much all horizontal, but like, either way, this is not good. Okay, I really needed to hit that. It looks like I made it, okay. So, if I had gotten caught in any of those bunkers right there, it pretty much would have been just over. As far as, you know, birdie especially, but even par I would have a very hard time making. So this super heavy wind really makes things complicated here. This is going to lower my loft a bit, which doesn't really seem to affect anything. Well, actually it's probably going to make me shoot a little bit farther than I want, so as well as the tailwind, I'm going to bring this shot back quite a bit. I really need to avoid that water, though, on the right side, so I'm going to shoot very far left as a precaution. And that accuracy miss hit pretty much killed it. Okay. This isn't a hole I was expecting to birdie anyways. The one that I really want to birdie is is hole 17, which is a pretty straightforward par 3 with a decent green. Okay, so the wind's blowing it toward or against the slope a little bit, so I think putting it about there. Maybe I should just shoot a very low shot with a different club, like an iron, would be better. Just to avoid the wind as much as possible and just try and catch the roll. Miss hit. Yeah. I'm not very experienced with trying to chip with those. Please tell me I hit that hard enough. And I didn't. Okay, well, we just put ourselves in a really bad spot. Alright. We need to play good. And again, this is just not, like... This hardly seems possible, you know, given the circumstances. I can't gain enough to get onto the fairway up there, and shooting down here really isn't doing me much good. At least Petey can shoot high, but I'm gonna have to have like a perfect shot here to stay on the fairway even. Okay, not terrible. Hoping this ball comes to a stop, but you know, even if it does, I have such an uphill shot to make that, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to get the distance necessary, even with Petey. Okay, maybe I was wrong. But even when you think everything's going well, look at this green I have to shoot to. It's just awful. Boy. So I think I'm just going to try like this. Okay. If I birdied this hole, that would be miraculous. I really wanted it to slide down there. So we have a tiny bit of slope here and a huge drop, which is not what I wanted to hit. The slope is, it's there. I think I hit that too hard. God, I really needed that. It was just off by the tiniest bit, and I think I overcorrected it at the very end there. Alright, focus time. This is not the best green I could be hitting to, but to take what we got here. So, what does lowering my loft do in this situation? Makes me lose quite a bit of distance. Okay, so I need to raise this up and I supered there. I don't think that was the right choice, especially with an accuracy miss hit. Wow. Okay, yeah, this is pretty much a dead run at this point, unless I hit some miraculous thing here. I got onto the green, but yeah, it looks like this run's dead. I can't possibly eagle the next hole. I just don't have enough distance. Unless I do some crazy chipping, which I might as well try. That's probably going to put me right in the bunker, which is going to kill any... Well, I didn't. I don't know why I'm holding my breath. I'm like just thinking or just hoping that some crazy shit is going to happen, but that is some wishful fucking thinking. I have to chip this in from this far. From 143 away. Yeah. Something tells me that, not gonna happen. That miss hit killed it. As if I really had a chance to begin with. Alright, well, that was failed attempt number 1 of Blooper Bay. It sucks, but at least I kind of know what to expect going forward. Darn you, Big Bob-omb. Alright, back to the old grind. Alright, here we go, round 2. Let's not start this off with a bogey. That would be very nice if I could do so. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Not a bad drive to start things off. The wind here is going to make this really annoying. But... alright. How far is this gonna... I feel like it's gonna... I want to still hit this slope on this side. So I'm probably gonna need to bring this over a lot. But yeah, this green is just terrible. As well as that shot. Okay, somehow I still stayed on the green, but even if you stay on the green, these putts are just a nightmare, so... I don't think I compensated enough. Okay, wow. Pretty good. So we are already 2 strokes up on our last game. Right off the bat. Yeah, I feel like experience is going to help a lot in this. Just, you know, if I fail a challenge once, you know, going through it a second time will probably be much easier once I understand, you know, what my character is capable of on each of these holes. So, especially, you know, like, you can see how much better I'm playing already, so before I record these going forward, I'll probably do a few practice shots, maybe even a practice course, maybe 9 holes, whatever, you know, it takes to make sure that I don't start off with just kind of like failure like that again. Alright, this is pretty tricky because these trees are making me shoot a low shot. We'll go with that. Since I'm shooting a low shot, I'm gonna get a lot of roll on this 5, so I decided to super backspin it. Looks like that was a decent call. Shooting to the edge of the hole, like I said before, and wow. Okay, we're starting off with -2. You know what, let's just keep this going. Let's keep getting as good of a buffer as I possibly can. Alright, so again, we have the same crappy pin location. I think I'm just going to try and roll up the hill a tiny bit. It looks like I'm going to be losing a little bit of distance in loft anyways because of the wind, so... That power miss hit is kind of welcome. The accuracy miss hit is not good. I was actually kind of hoping it would put me on the fringe so I could have a chance to chip, but this putt isn't terrible. Need to account for the slope that's right in my face. Alright, looks like I had that dead on. So instead of even through the first 6, we are now -2. Should be -3, but, you know, can't win them all. We're gonna go for the same fairway shot again. I think this is pretty guaranteed. I need to start using that power saving trick that I mentioned earlier as well, where, you know, you line it up right, but then you just scroll back 1 power so that you have more of a leniency to miss and still save a power shot. So this wind is making this really tricky right here. I'm going to try for a shot like this. Perhaps bump it up a tiny bit just in case I lose a decent amount of loft. Which is definitely possible. That accuracy miss hit's no good. That's gonna put me right in the bunker. Or not. Guess I don't know how this game works. Okay. That miss hit worked out for me, which is kind of irritating because that, you know, like I said, that obviously means that I don't know as much of what I'm saying as I thought I did. Alright, no rain on this hole helps for a change. I don't really feel like being risky here. I just kind of want to get to the green in 3 strokes, try and birdie out. Trying to shoot over that bunker like that with the way I've been playing is just a recipe for disaster. Gonna try and, I guess I only have one real option here, to shoot to this fairway. Look how perfectly flat and nice this is. Not great, but, you know, whatever. We're saving power shots. I'm actually only really paranoid about saving power shots because of how that cheap falls went, where I just blew all of them. Like, that was insane. Like, how fast I wasted all of those. It was like hole 10, I was out. Okay. Would have been a good shot had it not been for that accuracy miss hit. Which with Petey and probably Bowser too just seems to be like a huge deal. We're shooting up a pretty big slope here, so we have to... There's some pretty decent slope going against us, so... I like the camera. I don't know... yeah, I mean, I guess I shot a 30-foot putt on a 20-foot distance, so... And 16 is nothing... nothing to take lightly is what I was gonna say, not just nothing. We're gonna have to try and place another shot perfectly here. Which I did not do. Hopefully I mishit that so bad that I actually just don't hit the bunker at all. Looks like I caught the fast fairway. This isn't terrible. It's a short shot, but the thing about short shots on this hole is that it puts you at almost just as bad of a position because you don't have as much room to shoot over the hill, if that makes sense. What does a 3 wood do for me? I think my only option here really is to try and ride the green. So I'm just gonna have to try and do a shot like this. But like, yeah, this is so strict. I'm just gonna have to try and do this and like backspin it maybe. Especially with a power miss hit that bad and accuracy miss hit this bad. If I made this putt, I'm a god. Fucking gargle. Gargle, you piece of shit. You deserve it. Oh my god. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. That made this whole thing worth it. Yeah. That was like the worst shot I've ever done, and it was 30 feet away from the hole. What the fuck is going on, dude? What is going on? That was crazy. That was nuts. I power miss hit that putt on hole 16 so bad, and it just worked. Just not gonna play risky here. I can double bogey and still make this as long as I don't do anything really stupid. Like hit a fast fairway super hard. But it doesn't matter because I don't know how to account for tailwind anyway, so I don't even make it to the fast fairway. God, that was insane. Okay, decent amount of wind to deal with. I'm shooting a high shot. Are you kidding me? How? That's like 3 or 4 frames off. Like, how is my timing that bad? Who gives a shit, dude? Who fucking cares? I'm just playing like fucking garbage. Doesn't matter. I had that one god stroke. Yeah. We parred that shit. Okay, that's Blooper Bay. I don't know what the fuck to say about that. Piece of shit course. But at least the one thing that I can give this course is, and I don't even think I dealt with this at all, but at least when you go out of bounds here, it's not OB like a lot of courses. It's just it's pretty much exclusively water hazards for the most part. So you at least get put where you hit out of where you hit the water from. Whereas on other courses that you just go straight OB, you actually start back from where you made your original shot and you lose 2 strokes. So OB is super bad. Water hazard's not too bad, but like I said, I don't think I hit a single water hazard anyways. That course is just very difficult. Star version. So thanks for watching, guys. That's pretty much it. Next time, Peach's Castle Grounds. Look forward to it, because I'm not. See ya.